now ToPAV versus ZEZAS. One of these players is going to Tokyo and the other is going home. Stoic, Thompson, take it away.
And here we go, guys. We're getting right into it. Ragdoll, Water Twin Angels catching the pre-bans right here. ZEZAS with the first pick as we get into our very first match with ZEZAS and ToPAV.
Yeah, we know from the past previous match that ZEZAS has a segment that's ruined really fast. Now it's going to be the battle of speed. Is it Yonghong going to go faster, or is ZEZAS' segment going to go faster than Yonghong?
Well, we're splitting the trio right here. Chandravella coming out from ToPAV with ZEZAS with the first pick on the Cigar. He goes with the Fire, a Desert Warrior, and of course that Hey Gang showing itself here with ZEZAS' draft.
Hey Gang always looks like is not a speed lead, but is actually a speed lead for ZEZAS' team. ZEZAS being all on will and all protected by Hey Gang's passive.
Let's see what ToPAV is going to be doing here. Looks like Smicer might be making his way into the draft right here. Let's see what this other pick is going to be here. I mean, it could be Masha. Masha, something that he does bring to the table often. This is the first Shizuka we've seen all day.
Yeah, ZEZAS slammed that Juno down as fast as he can, meaning that he's going to let the Shizuka through and deal with the last draft that ToPAV has. ToPAV now has to really consider pre-banning banning the Veramos, because Veramos counters his Smicer really hard.
Yeah, so Juno and Veramos. He's hovering over him. Is he going to land them in here? We will see. I know if we do have these two units getting drafted here, I can't help but say Masha is going to be making its way into ToPAV's draft. Let's see what he's going to be taking here, and it is going to be a Masha.
Masha being the correct pick. Now ToPAV could play a lot more aggressive because ZEZAS has been playing really responsive.
Yep, well, defense lead coming up for ZEZAS. Speed lead for ToPAV. Let's go, Vegas. We have our final match here with ToPAV and ZEZAS.
Right now, after the first turn, Hey Gang doesn't have much gas left, so let's just see how this goes out. Hey Gang will, however, cleanse the two-turn silence that Smicer has.
Yep, see what the third skill is going to be producing here. ZEZAS going directly after that Smicer. Smicer does get that defense break very, very early into that hit as well. Look at the damage getting piled into that Smicer. Smicer's in a horrible situation at the moment. We have the reset available, and it's going to be landing on top of that Smicer as well. Getting a nice provoke there onto the Chandra. Smicer almost dead. We have the cleanse available, though.
Yeah, ZEZAS was really hoping to just finish the Smicer. However, Smicer did not die from that.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful additional turn there for ToPAV. He can heal up his Smicer just a little bit with that second skill, providing a nice defense break going out onto the Fire Desert Warrior, but it does get resisted, so it's extremely fortunate. Skills available on Shizuka. We can go with a nice skill 3 here, getting all of those negative effects on land here. Choose to do it or not.
Something that matters a little bit, like even though Hey Gang had no more incremental value, it still got attack bar because Belgium was able to cleanse all the debuffs on Smicer, and when you cleanse the debuff on Smicer, Hey Gang's passive kicks in again and gives him attack bar.
So now we got Smicer going next here. I'm curious if he's going to be hugging that Smicer, and he is. He is going to be hugging the Smicer. Let's see if he chooses to push up his team. There's that third skill, getting the slow on top of the Juno and Hey Gang, and of course Fire Pick.
Yeah, but then Juno also has an AoE strip coming up, so Juno's going to provide a lot of help for ZEZAS' team.
Yep, for sure. Big skill 2, choosing not to use that skill 2, a little bit of damage going towards that Chandra, the unit that he wants to keep under control right now, because Hey Gang has the strip that ZEZAS is looking for, but it does not land on top of that Beledrill. Beledrill with a big skill 2, going defense break into this Fire Bake. Third skill is available this time. Let's see if you choose to use it right now. The Juno is going to be a little bit before it sees a turn here, though. Oh, there's the turn right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a Juno debut. Juno doing so much against Popa.
Yep, it really is. There's that third skill. He's going to be cleansing his team, throwing up the 3-turn immunity. All that damage right now. A lot of attention is going to go towards this Fire Baek.
A lot of attention is going to be going towards the Fire Baek. Also, a lot of attention is going to be going towards this Smicer.
Yeah, Smicer's not handling it well at all, but there's that hug going right back to Smicer. Third skill available, looking to get the slows across the board here. We don't know, can't tell if this is a Violent or Despair Chandra. I'm not too sure.
Violent Chandra.
It is Violent Chandra. Thank you.
Chandra forcing ZEZAS to have to spread his damage, even though he doesn't want to. However, having that heal block landed on Smicer is really big for ZEZAS.
Skill 2 probably going to the Veladriel, wants to keep up with keeping sustain, getting that second skill out there, getting the 3-turn immunity back out onto his team there, taking advantage of the defense break, sticking on top of the Fire Baek as well. A little bit of attack bar pushback. He gets this stun, landing on top of the Chandra.
Gets the stun on the Chandra, but also he has 2 strips coming up from Juno and Hey Gang.
A lot of damage that Vela is going to see. Beautiful heal, though, is going to be coming from that Smicer, so very fortunate there for ToPAV. Lands that defense break as well, looking for a little attack bar pushback, a little bit of damage, taking advantage of that defense break. Juno will be a problematic unit throughout this entire match.
Huge stun from Juno, being able to land a stun on Smicer. However, Smicer's passive still goes through even with the stun.
So let's see what happens with this damage. I think dropping that Smicer is something that needs to happen. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. No Despair Stones going out onto Veldril. Veldril seeing a ton of damage right now, so the third skill going to be cleansing, boosting up his team, getting 3-turn immunity out there. A little bit of damage coming back to the Fire Bake. Fire Bake is handling it really, really well. There's the reset, goes out on Chandra. Chandra not able to protect that Veldril. Veldril dropping to the Hay Gang here.
Yeah, the two fire units that ZEZAS picked did so much against ToPAV. ToPAV unable to ban out the Juno because he had to ban out the Baramos.
You know, defense break's going to be landing right there. If that defense break landed, we definitely would have seen a gone Fire Bake. But you know what? It's just a little bit too late right now. Cassandra and this Shizuka trying to do all it can. The Despair Stones are landing. The third skill is going to be pumping in that damage. A lot of additional damage rolling in. And he knew it! ZEZAS with a round 1 victory.
ZEZAS played really well, and now it's really interesting to see who's going to, ToPAV is going to pre-ban.
Excellent. I expect no less here. There's pre-bans from last time, guys. Ragdoll and the Water Twin Angels. They're available as we get into round number 2 right here. Yan Hong and Fire Bake, also known as Fire Desert Warrior, catching the pre-ban here.
Yeah, a shower being a great pre-ban for ToPAV because ToPAV not only doesn't have the Water Twin Angel, he also doesn't have a shower as well.
Well, here's ToPAV with the first pick. It is going to be the Scar taking that unit away. ZEZAS going to be drafting the Veladril and the Water Twin Angels. Water Twin Angels is just such a weapon in ZEZAS' hands.
Yeah, but ZEZAS will not be able to utilize the Veladril and the Hay Gang combo because ToPAV drafted the Hay Gang away from ZEZAS.
Yeah, double water there for ToPAV. And then we have ZEZAS re-bringing out Juno once again. And Ethna is going to be showing face right now for ZEZAS.
Yeah, I like taking the Masha away from ToPAV because the Masha is going to really put in a lot of work against the Ethna that ZEZAS picked.
Yeah, for sure. So I think the Masha was a great take from ZEZAS. Ragdoll and Juno wrapping up ToPAV's draft in a very quick chow. Hovers it and locks it in.
Yeah, the Ragdoll's not going to be there anymore. And then now ToPAV could play mind games to actually ban out the Ethna, knowing that the Ragdoll is going to get banned.
Yeah, I do feel like this chow is going to be a problematic unit. That's going to be quite an issue for ToPAV to have to deal with.
You would hate to see the Ethna go infinite because if you guys don't know, Ethna has skill 2. Shatter gives her another turn and she could violent proc and let her skill 2 again. So
and
now
it is a violent Ethna here for ZEZAS. So the bans are locked in there. Ragdoll is going to be catching command. Water Twin Angels is going to be the unit that's going to get banned out here. ZEZAS with just a fire HP lead and speed lead out here for ToPAV. We're getting into round number 2 with ToPAV and ZEZAS.
Yeah, let's see how this Ethna is going to perform. This Ethna is going to put in a lot of work against all these water units that ToPAV has.
Oh, beautiful Despair Stones landing on top of the Chow, and of course this Veladril here. Nice little Despair Stone landing on top of the Masha as well. We have no slow landing on top of the Ethna, but of course we're going to be resetting it, provoking the Ethna instead of resetting it. The reset's going to be landing on top of the Veladril, though.
For all of you ZEZAS fans thinking that ToPAV is sacking, I don't really consider that one a sack because his Hay Gang is on Despair, also his Juno's on Despair, so that one was pretty close.
Well, the Despair Stuns are definitely rolling out. The defense break landing on top of the Ethna. Ethna is going to be the unit of focus right now for ToPAV. So, as you stated, problematic unit, and it looks like the problem will be dealt with.
Yeah, ToPAV definitely have to deal with Ethna first.
Is that going to be it for Juno? Juno gets one shot by that Chow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if ToPAV has an answer for Chow because now Chow's Justice will deal so much damage.
Oh yeah, that's going to be dealing a ton of damage here. We've got another stun landing on top of this Veladril. We're looking at an almost dismounted Masha, which really needs to happen, but how do we deal with this Chow? This is going to be a problem throughout the match. Yeah,
Chow's Justice is very weird because like in the game it says, it doesn't tell you exact percentage he gains per unit dead. It just says a lot of damage you gain from when you kill your unit dies.
Exactly that. We're getting some additional turns rolling out from the Chandra. Once again, stunning up the Veladril, and of course, Masha's going to be proccing out as well, but we're going to see this third skill happen. Does he want to keep the Justice back? No. He wants to strip and provoke this Masha so we can kind of control where it's going. So many Despair Stuns are rolling out from ToPAV's units here. Big third skill is going to be slowing and pushing up his team here. So it is looking very fortunate right now for ToPAV because he is doing a great job at stopping ZEZAS from doing a lot of things here.
Yeah, with the cryptic description on Chao's skill 2 Justice, I feel like Chao is still going to put in a lot of work, deal a lot of damage with this Justice. With all eyes on Chao.
Yeah, so the glancing is here, but it's going to be dealing a ton of damage on top of that. Chandra right here, so big skill 2. No, opting for a skill 1, looking for attack bar pushback, leaning on top of that Veladriel. Does finish off that Masha. Skills available, or second skill available with the Veladriel. Lands that defense break, so Chao will be taking another unit down here.
Yeah, but Chao deals so much damage right now. All eyes on Chao.
Well, let's see what Chandra can do here. So a big skill 3 is going to be going through. He needs the additional turn. He's not going to be landing that additional turn. Third skill is going to be resetting that Veladriel, getting an attack bar pushback as well. I think he has to try and push back more units. Looking for a stun on top of the Veladriel, not getting it. Bella drops the Chandra. Needs to land the defense break on the Chao. Does not get that defense break on Chao here.
20k Justice.
It's big damage, man. Topa knows he has to address it, but at the same time, he has to do something about the Chao. So there's the defense break. Here goes the first skill. Is this going to be enough?
Wow.
Oh, so much damage. He needs to push back the attack bar, and he always gets a kill. There it is. Topa finishes off Chao. Gets a victory. Topa is on the board.
Wow, extremely lucky for Topa to land all 4 skills on the Chao that ZEZAS has.
That was a very difficult situation for Topa to have to get through. He needed to land. There was so many despair stuns that he was able to get on that field, and he really kept ZEZAS back from doing anything there. So Topa, I would consider him very fortunate in that round.
Yeah, now I feel like Topa is going to pre-ban the Water Twin Angel away from ZEZAS, and ZEZAS is going to have to figure out another way to outspeed ToPAV.
Well, Ragdoll is going to be catching a pre-ban from ZEZAS. Topa, exactly like you said, going to be banning out the Water Twin Angel. ZEZAS with the first pick here.
Yeah, playing against ToPAV, ZEZAS is probably just going to switch between pre-banning the Ragdoll and the Younghall.
Exactly that. So there's the scout. It's going to be the first pick from ZEZAS. Topa looking to draft potentially that Chandra. It did a lot of work for him. Chandra maybe taking that Veladriel away from ZEZAS as well.
In this matchup, it's going to be a battle of Cigar. Both players utilize Cigar really well, and it's a unit that does so much for each team.
Oh, looks like Vela and Hagang will be the units that Topa is going to take advantage of. Chandra and Firebaek is going to be drafted here. I'm sorry, not Firebaek. Fire Desert Warrior is going to be drafted here by ZEZAS.
Very standard for both players. However, ToPAV does not have a shower, and a shower being taken away by ZEZAS.
Well, Masha is going to be on the side of ToPAV this time. I know he really likes to utilize Masha as that big-time damage dealer. Now, we have Smicer coming back from ToPAV. It didn't have a great showing the previous matches. I believe ZEZAS slammed down the Juno and the Veramos in this time.
The Masha is kind of like an insurance policy for Veladriel, because if he bans out either the Veladriel or Hagang, he has no more immunities up for Hagang's passive to kick in. So Masha is kind of like an insurance policy for Topa. Now Topa has extra form of immunity for Hagang's passive to proc.
Ooh, we're swapping up a lot of units here. So it looks like Rakuni will be the last pick that ZEZAS is going to be drafting here, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, Rakuni being a pretty good pick as well. He could have went with the Veramos or Rakuni, but both, he has to figure out a way to deal with Smicer. Rakuni is really good because it deals with Masha really well. Masha being able to focus on one unit, Rakuni will heal up that one unit that Masha is trying to kill. Also cleanse the defense buff.
Let's see what this last pick is for ToPAV. Running out of time. It is going to be a Sonya. Very interesting. Last pick from ToPAV is a Sonya must ban now.
I don't think Sonya is a ban. I think Sonya might be a mispick from Topa, because right now, even if Sonya is able to kill off a unit, at most, then Sonya will just trade with ZEZAS. I was wrong. Sonya got banned.
Yep, Sonya gets banned out. Chandra is getting banned out as well. Defense lead for ZEZAS and a fire HP lead out here for ToPAV. We're getting into match number 3 with ToPAV and ZEZAS. Here we go, guys.
Starting the match off, we'll see how much work Rakuni deals. Noted that this Rakuni is probably on Nemesis, so it's going to counter the volatility that the Masha brings.
Yeah, opting just do a little bit of poke damage on to this Hagang. Hagang, potentially the unit of focus right now for ZEZAS. Let's see where things go.
Let's see if he's able to reset the Veladriel.
Does reset the Veladriel, not what ToPAV wanted to see here, so a little bit of damage is going to be going into this Cigar here. We have bombs that we can place on the field here, so it's very healthy, but doesn't really matter anymore. Bomb landing on top of the Firebaek.
Yeah, whatever the Masha is trying to do, unless the Masha proc, the Rakuni is going to try to counter everything the Masha is trying to do.
Yep, it really is. So here comes that big second skill trying to take advantage of that. Does confirm a kill. That's exactly what ToPAV needed to see here. But I mean, just keep in mind, Justice is dealing more damage now.
Yeah, a lot of Veladriels built on a little bit more crit rate, a little bit more resistance, so it's hard for Villagewell to survive after a defense break.
Yeah, ZEZAS really trying to put that time into this Masha. Wants to get a dismount and not have to worry about that fast link, providing so much damage or so much value for ToPAV. So nice little tech bar pushback, a little bit of damage going into this Raccoony because he wants to keep up any negative effects they can on other units. So there's a defense break that is going to be landing on top of the cigar here. Nice additional turns. Is that going to be enough to dismount? Not just yet. Not
enough units down just yet, but can I ask you a question? Has Chao won a game today?
Has Chao? No, I don't think Chao's won a game today yet. But we'll see. We've got 3-turn immunity pushing up Topa's team here, trying to take advantage of the defense break setting up. Gets the additional turn as well. That's going to be another unit dropping in the side of ZEZAS right now. ToPAV looking like he's got a rhythm at the moment. So the bomb, everything sitting on top of Chao right now. And of course, Raccoon is something that he wants to keep a little low. No additional turn going to be coming out from this Chao. A little bit of poke damage. We do have a lot of sustain. We finally dismounted the Masha though.
Unfortunately, the bomb was not cleansed. And now the bomb's gonna proc on the Chao.
It definitely is. A little bit. Oh no, it's gonna be cleansed. It does get cleansed up there.
Oh, they changed the stack again.
And it does. ZEZAS able to kill that Masha here.
Masha gone means a lot of volatility is gone from ToPAV.
Exactly that. So Raccoony's going to be boosting up himself. It's really nice to get that speed buff on his Raccoony. Raccoony's going to be taking a lot of turns here. So let's see what happens, because Chao can provide a lot of damage here for ZEZAS. He's definitely not out for the count just yet. So big AoE, gets the stuns across the board. Glance is going to be landing. ToPAV trying to push up his team, get the 3-turn of immunity. Silence going to be landing as well, but Raccoony's going to be cleansing all of that damage. So more damage is going to go directly into the Chao.
All eyes on Raccoony. Raccoony being able to cleanse all the right buffs.
Yep, it really is. It's doing a phenomenal job there. Stunned right back up. Looking for a defense break. Looking for a little bit of attack bar pushback. He's trying to deal a ton of damage. Is that going to be enough to drop the Raccoony? Raccoony's going to be dropping Chao all alone with a really buffed up Justice ability here. So everything Topa is going to be trying to do, he needs to keep that attack bar back. He needs a lot of attack bar pushback when it comes to Smicer, and it comes to Hagang as well.
Yeah, right now, the attack bar pushback on Smicer is actually kicking in and really hurting ZEZAS.
It really is. There's so much attack bar pushback across all Topa's units here. And he's able to push his team up in front of ZEZAS. There's the immunity. There's the push. There's more healing that he doesn't even need. Defense break is going to be landing. Look at the attack bar pushback coming from the Smicer. Smicer putting in that work. Hagang looking for the kill on top of the Chao. Gets that kill. ToPAV with a round 3 victory over ZEZAS.
ToPAV 1 game away from Tokyo.
At match point. Topa's at match point. I can't imagine he's nervous at all.
All right, ToPAV is probably gonna look to pre-ban the Shower, and then ZEZAS, he's gonna pre-ban the Yang Hong.
Well, there's your pre-bans from last time. Both players have units they really like to play with. And we have a double pre-ban on Cigar. Our first double pre-ban today.
Cigar, yes.
So there it is. ToPAV has the first pick. Take me to Japan. So Hagang is the priority pick right now for ToPAV. ZEZAS going with 33 speed lead and the Sekhmet this time, taking 2 units away from ToPAV. These are turn 1 units that ToPAV does like to draft.
Yeah, ZEZAS contesting speed. We saw from the previous matches that ZEZAS has one of his fastest swift sets on the Sekhmet, depending on Sekhmet to strip, attack bar pushback, and reset.
And I feel like he kind of knows he's going to have to deal with a Yan Hong. So it looks like Ragdoll's going to be coming into the picture here. We might be going into like a full bruiser comp here with ToPAV. We'll find out.
Yeah, Miles being a really great pick into both Hagang, Masha, and Ragdoll.
Let's see if he chooses to lock in that Miles. We got one last pick here. I mean, we could see a lot of things here. We could bring back an old team where you've got Oliver, Miles, and Raccoony, but it looks like not Raccoony, but a Vertiheel this time around.
Vertiheel is like ZEZAS' best friend. He's not going to leave unless he picks a Vertiheel.
Well, last picks here, going to be wrapping up ToPAV's draft here. Once again, ToPAV is at match point.
Yeah, even though Ragdoll gets bar from critting, the Fire Vampire Vertiheel still gets more bar versus the Ragdoll.
Exactly that. So here we go, Chandra and Vela. He's going to wrap up ToPAV's draft. Minato can be a very problem. This would be our first Minato that we see tonight, and it does. Minato is coming into the picture here. This is a problem child to have to deal with.
Minato's a problem child, but also telegraphs to Topa that he's going to let Chandra through. So Chandra's going to be let through, and let's just see who ZEZAS is going to ban. I think ZEZAS is going to ban one of the key components out of Topa in Villagewell or Hagang.
Let's see what those bans are going to be. And it is going to be a Veladril. Miles is going to be catching a ban here for ToPAV. So let's see, guys. 33 speed lead for ZEZAS, 24 speed lead for ToPAV. Topa's at match point, guys. Here we go, guys. This is for third place.
If ToPAV's Hey Gang perform this game and is able to stun the Minato, game is over.
It gets resisted. Well, there's that defense break sitting on top of this Hey Gang, and that's exactly what ZEZAS does want to see. I know he didn't want to see the resistance out there at all, but getting the defense break is definitely, a little win for him.
Yeah, Minato doing so well against both Chandra and Hey Gang. That's how you know that the Chandra was going to go through.
Yeah, a lot of damage is going to be landing on top of the segment. Segment is going to be dropping to Ragdoll. ZEZAS at a unit deficit at the moment, so more damage is going to be rocking into this Ragdoll. So let's see how Ragdoll's going to be handling the defense break. No, Chandra's going to be handling the defense break coming from the Minato. So a little bit of poke damage coming towards Minato due to the threat state. Of course, third skill is going to be looking to push back attack bar onto the Hey Gang this time.
Yes, great pushback on the Hey Gang, and also good choices by ZEZAS. ZEZAS playing really smart right now.
Glancing actually working this time. That's crazy to see that. So more damage going directly into the Oliver. Additional turns going to be popping up here. ToPAV, he was looking for the stun. Does land the stun. No additional turns going to be popping out here. Now we're looking at Chandra. Looks like he might have a foot in the door at the moment, or foot in the grave at the moment. Fastest coming out, does drop that Oliver. Gets another additional turn. ToPAV looking so good right now at the moment. We've got Vertiheal trying to cycle a little bit of attack for him, but keep in mind, this Minato is very difficult to have to deal with here, so more damage goes in. We get a counter finally from this Vertiheal. A little bit of attack bar pushback, but another counter critting on water this time.
Yeah, almost like revenge like 3 times this Vertiheal.
Yeah, so Minato getting threat state right back up here, so a little bit of poke damage coming back here, and does return hits. We have the AoE, but he's choosing to go with the first skill. There's no crit, but no crit here. We have Ragdoll finishing off this Minato. ToPAV with victory in sight. He's trying to do all that he can, but keep in mind, this is a tough unit to have to deal with. Ragdoll is going to be dropping out here. He's going to go with the AoE, landing the glancing. Defense break doesn't care about your glancing. Threat state sitting on top of the Minato, looking to deal as much damage as possible. Can he get a stun? If he can get a stun, he's not going to get a stun here. Stuns are going to be gone. Minato versus Masha.
Yeah, Minato's going to win this matchup. It's unfortunate that the Hey Gang did not stun the Minato.
Yeah, he's trying to do all that he can. I mean, ToPAV's hoping for a big crit and maybe a violent proc to help do here. Help any damage here. So,
but the threat state prevents him from that crit.
That's right, exactly that. So here's that big damage, gets that stun as well. So there's not too much that he doesn't crit the water. We are going into a game 5.
Great Minato pick. It was really hard for Topa to play around Minato and weave his way through Minato's passive. Being able to, every time he gets hit, he gives himself the threat state.
Yeah, definitely. We said it was going to be a problem child, and it really was. I mean, ToPAV almost had victory in sight. He can almost smell Japan from there, but it came down to the Minato.
Yeah, it's good. It's the battle of can Chandra and Hey Gang stun the Minato, but it never got a window to stun the Minato.
Well, here's the situation where both free bans are coming out here, the Ragdoll and the Water Twin Angels. Both units that both players really don't want to have to deal with here. ZEZAS has the first pick here in Game 5.
Yeah, ZEZAS is going to take the cigar, and he's going to end his draft with another Chandra.
Ooh, wow. We're stealing Hey Gang this time.
But now that means Topa got the Chandra and Cigar.
Yep, Chandra and Cigar coming out for ToPAV. There's the Veladril and the Ethna coming up for ZEZAS. Very confidently drafted by ZEZAS, by the way. Let's see what these next 2 picks are going to be from ToPAV.
Yeah, the holy trio with Hey Gang and Veladril being such a hard component to play against.
Well, there's the Leo getting drafted by ZEZAS. Yanhong Masha coming out for ToPAV. Let's see what ZEZAS is going to wrap his draft up here. And it's going to be that Vertiheal. Vertiheal not locked in just yet, but it once again is coming out here for ZEZAS.
This Vertiheal is built on 5 revenge set. Did you know that?
Yeah, we'll see if it's going to be enough here, but the Sonya's going to be making it back in the draft, which is stating that Leo definitely getting banned out.
Yes.
So there's your bans, Leo and Sonya. 24 speed lead for ToPAV. Fire HP lead for ZEZAS. We have a game 5, guys. ToPAV ZEZAS. Here we go, Las Vegas.
How is Ethna going to survive all that volatility that's coming from Topa right now?
We will find out. That's exactly how we're going to find out. So we have Yanhan taking turn 1. We have selection skill available. Does get that strip. But Ethna is going to be cutting in here with a big capture. Looking to get the stun on top of the Masha. Does get that stun. Big second skills coming out. Landed the defense break on top of Yanhong. Hug's going to be protecting potentially this Yanhong that has that defense break, or maybe even protecting this Masha from getting dismounted.
He's looking to hug, boost, and reset the Hey Gang.
Ooh, choosing not to. So big third skill coming out. Does get... does, I believe, get resisted on top of that Village. So here comes a big second skill. He's trying to land that provoke to keep it back here. Another additional turn. This is that violent Ethna you were discussing about last time. How volatile, how insane this violent Ethna can be. Double despair stuns coming out on Chandra and that Yanhong. Yanhong's looking at getting dropped out right here, so there's going to be no sustain out for ZEZAS. ZEZAS with the additional turn. Defense break landing on top of the Masha. ToPAV's not happy about the situation right now. This is not much he can do because Ethna all of a sudden healthy again. There's the dismount landing on top of the Masha. ZEZAS celebrating because he's getting a lot. He's getting a lot right now. He's got the defense break landing on top of the Masha. This is definitely going to be it. ZEZAS know he has victory in sight right now. We do have additional turn coming from the Shan, but it's not going to be enough right now. He's going to be trying to land any provokes, trying to keep anything back here, and no provokes going to be landed, so nothing is going to be swinging ToPAV's way from here on because it's going to be too much attack bar going to be gained. The defense breaks, the control, everything. ZEZAS has everything going for his draft right now. There it is, all the defense break, boosting up his team, healing. There you have it, guys. ZEZAS is booking his ticket with a third place victory here.
ZEZAS creating